Well, that was a fucking great movie. Joker 2019. And I say 2019 because we've had a bunch of iterations of this character within movies and TV for a long time. Heath Ledger is the one that everybody looks to say that was the pinnacle of the Joker.
Why so serious?
And Jared Leto is the one that we hope that everybody fucking forgets.
I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
Yup! Anyways, Joker 2019, directed by Todd Phillips, written by Todd Phillips and Scott Silver, starring Joaquin Pheonix as Arthur Fleck, and this is the origin story for the Joker. Or is it? Now, this is something that a lot of people have been speculating online, but to say this movie is great is a massive misstep, simply because it is essentially perfect. I have not been to a movie that has made me go through a range of emotions like I did with Joker. I want to see it probably 3 or 4 more times. I want to own this movie. I am just happy that I was alive for this movie to be released. People may say that I'm blowing this out of proportion, but honestly, I don't give a shit.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I love this movie. This movie shook me to my core. Joaquin Pheonix, if he is not nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor, I mean, there should be riots in the streets like as if the Philadelphia Eagles just won the Super Bowl again.
I've been drinking.
Just hopefully nobody eats horse shit. But you know who should eat horse shit if he doesn't get nominated? That would be the Academy. Got it! This movie is incredible because of Joaquin Pheonix. Now, Todd Phillips, director of Hangover, director of Road Trip.
Unleash the fury, Mitch.
Comedy. But I mean, it's been happening recently where certain comedic directors, Adam McKay just did Vice, which was another great movie. And another origin story of a villain, if you want to look at it that way.
This is CNN.
And it's one of those weird situations where nobody really thought that he could be able to do this, but there was a glimmer of hope in War Dogs, which War Dogs is a great movie. If you haven't had a chance to go see that movie, I highly recommend. It's probably on some streaming service, because what? Everything is. Todd Phillips helms this movie in a way that it's completely unbelievable. It's so gritty, it's so dark, it's so real. And I think that's the part that really gets to you, is that it's a very real movie. This feels like it could actually happen. And that's why a lot of people were kind of scared about this movie going into it, thinking that this was going to incite riots, because the last time that we had that movie theater shooting, it was during The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's Joker. That's not the situation that's going on here. This is a character story like many other character stories, but just brilliantly done and under the veil of a comic book movie.
Scorsese said that's not cinema.
If this movie was just called Arthur,
my bed is made of magnets,
nobody would go to see it. People probably will, maybe because it's Joaquin Phoenix or whatever like that, but the fact that they put it under the veil of a comic book movie made so much sense.
That's not cinema.
Marketing-wise, it's the highest grossing October movie, and the last one was a comic book movie too, and that was Venom, and I think it like 83 or something like that.
That's not cinema.
This movie is just an incredible movie. Highly recommend going to see it. Joaquin Phoenix is great. Zazie Beetz is great in this movie. Don't get attached to anybody, because Joaquin Phoenix is in every shot, and I think that's one of the reasons why this movie is so great, is because you came there to see him. You came there to see Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker or as Arthur Fleck, and you got to see him every single moment. The one other thing about this movie that was completely insane was the score. I am not even going to attempt to say this woman's name.
Hi, my name is Hildur Guðnadóttir. What?
Because it has a letter in there that looks like it has an airplane above it. I have no clue how the whole thing works.
Move along, there's nothing to see here.
Regardless of the situation, go see this movie because the score is haunting as well. And they even released the songs in the movie, and there's a bathroom scene that we've seen in the trailer. It's him dancing around, stuff like that. He's in a bathroom, no spoiler.
Stop spoiling it!
It's one of the first times he really starts to grasp that real Joker type of situation. And when he does it, the music that's playing underneath it is incredible. When you go listen to the actual score, you can close your eyes and feel like you're watching the movie. They did such a good job laying down the music underneath the movie to really tell us another story, because there's a lot of parts where he's just kind of dancing around and starting to really grasp onto what he wants as being the Joker. And during that time, the music is what's carrying. The music is the dialogue, and that's what's so brilliant about this movie. Go see it, then take a day or two off, and then go see it again, because there's some things that I caught the second time around that I didn't catch the first time. This is a movie that nobody was expecting, and everybody needed.
You smoking entirely too much reefer.
Joker 2019, directed by Todd Phillips, written by Todd Phillips and Scott Silver, starring Joaquin Pheonix and a bunch of other people that don't really matter all that much, but sorta, only because they matter to Joaquin Phoenix's character, Arthur Fleck. Go see the movie. Did you see the movie? Follow me on Instagram at It's Me, Ricky B. Hit me up on Instagram, and if you have any questions about the movie, if you want to talk about it more extensively, feel free to email me, itsmerickybee@gmail.com.
I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really